all my time, you spent it with Louis V. Shorty just do me right, don't know what you do to me. She took me for a ride, yeah, she made a fool of me. Everything that happened, yeah, she turned me to a beast.
Hello guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Maani. Miss Bloomin' Butterfly, Miss Make It Happen, Miss Woo, Miss Meraki, Miss Everybody. Right, yeah, Miss Everybody. I wanted to start this message off with, lighting an incense, getting the energy right, even though it's right. Like, let's make it real right, you know? Let's make this energy pop and whatever. It's a fly by me, a little gnat. But, I wanted to spill a truth today, spew some truths, you know? Trying to get this light right. Is that right? Okay, yeah. Alright, so I wanted to spew some truths to you guys today because this morning when I woke up, I was in deep thought. I know it sounds crazy, but that's what I was, right? I woke up and I immediately looked around, closed my eyes, because God had a message for me, right? He had a message for me. It was just 1:11 on the clock. God has a way of giving us messages, right? He was giving me a message that I knew that I just needed to keep my eyes closed and just listen to what was going on, because I woke up and there was like so many like things and thoughts in my head, and I like never ever wake up like that. You know how when you wake up, it's just like a blank canvas, like, what did I dream about? You know? And it's like, no, close your eyes again, queen. Close your eyes, daughter, because I have a message for you right when you wake up, right? I don't know how long it's been since I've gotten a message when I first woke up like this, or, you know, usually those messages you can say is in your dream, right? But sometimes I feel like I'm not dreaming, and I am, but I just don't remember my dreams. But this morning when I woke up, it was about listening. And I don't know, something just said, Maani, close your eyes and just listen to this message that is being bloomed in your mind, right? So many messages, so many things were coming through. But as I started to listen and just calm my mind, the message was very clear, right? 2:22 on the clock. The message was very clear. It was about foundation and feeling, right? Today has actually been about foundation and feelings and perspectives actually as well, foundations. But the moral of the story, the message that I bloomed was between me and God. So I'm gonna keep that message to myself because it was a message for something else. But I'm going to get into other details, okay? So, foundation, right? I want to give you guys another perspective, right? We have this perspective of that we have to go and seek God in other places, right? Like how we go to church and we go to see God there and speak with God there and listen to God there, right? But when you think about it, God is within us all, right? This is one of the truths that was bloomed to me this morning. I'm gonna give you pieces of the truth because other pieces are personal pieces, right? And when I'm ready to share those pieces, I will. 3:33 on the clock. 3:33 on the clock. God is within us all, right? If you think about it, He's within us all because He created all of us, right? God created all of us equally. Whether we see it or not, He gave a piece of Him in each of us, right? Now, when you think about it, the reason why we don't feel God within us is because we're not connected to Him. I'm about to spew some truths today. As I was saying, the reason why you don't feel connected to God is because the reason why you don't feel that God is in you is because you're not connected to Him, right? You don't have to go to church and find God. When you think about it, God is within us. So whenever you need to speak with God and talk to Him, He's always there. He's always listening to us. He's listening with intention, right? He created me, right? So whatever I say, whatever I'm thinking inside my mind, God already can hear me, right? 444 on the clock. Anything that I'm speaking or thinking in my mind, God could already hear me. I don't need to go to the church and say this to God, right? I can tell him right now, hey God, this is how I'm feeling, you know, I want this and this and this and that and this to change, right? And he says, daughter, in order for this to change, I need you to make the board truth. I need you to move these pieces on this board, right? And I'm not saying that you shouldn't go to church or anything like that, because my thing is that what I've discovered about myself is when I was going to church is when I was younger, right? And at that time, you're forced to go to church, right? And at the time, I felt forced, and I didn't feel connected to God because I was forcing myself. I was being forced to go and connect with God when I didn't, you know, I had no actual, I just wasn't connected to God the way that I am now, right? So when I actually did, my mom actually started giving me, my brother, and my sister a choice, 555 on the clock. She started giving us a choice to go to church, right? Because it's a choice. Everything that we have in this life is a choice. And she started giving us a choice. And I stopped going to church. I did. And then when I felt the need to go, or that I really wanted to go because I really needed to hear another perspective of how God is working in someone else, right? Because God is within the preacher. God is within the preacher, right? I'm a preacher. Yeah, let me give myself another title. I'm a preacher, right? Maybe some people don't see it as that. I'm a preacher, I'm a teacher, I'm a motivational healer, right? It's just how you see yourself. It's the perspective, how you see yourself, how you see God, right? Because God was a motivational healer, right? God was a preacher. And correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know if God was preaching in the church, but he was everywhere. God was everywhere when he was preaching, right? So I'm not knocking church ever, because, you know, sometimes you really do need to go to church so you can hear another perspective of God. But what I'm saying is, God created us all. He's within us all, right? And when you're connected to God, then you don't need to go and seek him in other places. Does that make sense? I feel like that makes so much sense. Like the way I was blooming it earlier, it made so much sense. And I feel like it makes sense now, but it's just about viewing in another perspective, because like I said, you don't have to go and seek the Lord, because God is already there. He's already here. God is over here, like he's already here, right? And if we continue to build foundation with God, then you don't have to go and seek him in other places, right? Because going to church is another perspective of, let me say this as well, right? Because I feel like some people think that you need to go to church and that's how you connect with God. There's so many ways to connect with God. That's why I'm saying I'm not knocking church, right? Because I do love to go to church when I feel guided to go to church. When my friend's aunt died and I went to church, I had to go to the church. So, there was a message. There was a message in the time that I was there. I was supposed to be there for that message, right? Even though I'm here for my friend, I'm here for this message as well, right? Because the preacher has something to say to me. Now, that's how I think of when I go to church. I'm guided to be here, right? And then that message is for me. And each time when I was younger, when I went to church, I felt like the message was for me because I had a choice to be there. And it was my choice to hear this message, right? Specifically, God said, hey, daughter, get up and go to church today, right? Go to church because there's a message there's a message here for you today. And I need you to go and listen. I went to go listen, right? Like I said, God is within us all. So if you think of him that way, then he's already within you. You don't need to go and seek him in other sources, right? You can read all the hymns in the Bible. You can read all the verses of the Bible, right? All the hymns in the Bible. You can read all the I can't even talk. You can read all of the verses of the Bible, right? But do you understand what those verses mean? Right? because there's foundation within these verses that are being preached. And remember that these verses are coming from others. This is a perspective of what someone else thinks of God, right? That's why it's important for you to build your own foundation with God. You don't have to look to the Bible to be connected to God. You don't have to go to church to be connected to God. You don't have to be a faithful Sunday church servant every week. And I'm not knocking the people that do that, because again, 10 on the clock, I'm sorry. You do what you feel guided to do, right? Some people go to church every Sunday because that's how they feel connected to God. But I'm giving you another perspective that God is within us all. And we don't always have to go to church for you to feel him, right? You go to church for the congregation and the fellowship and to hear a word of another person's perspective, right? So not only are we getting the perspective of the Bible, we're then getting the perspective of how the preacher is going to preach what is in the Bible, right? That's two perspectives. And then you have your perspective, right? That's three different perspectives. He said, she said, and the truth, right? If you think about it that way. But it's more so about, like I said, perspectives. You don't have to do it, right? That's what I'm trying to get. It's 11:11 on the clock. If you understand what I'm saying, please, don't take it in a way as I'm against church, because again, I'm not. I love going to church when I feel guided to go to church. I'm not going to sit here and say, hey, I go to church every Sunday. No, the wisdom that I have with God is a spiritual connection that I have with God, right? Because like I said, I don't need to go to church in order to seek the Lord. The Lord will give you what you need, right? Because he's already within me. He's going to tell me, Maani, today is the day you need to go to church, right? I have a word for you. Go listen to someone else speak. Because it's probably something that you've already been blooming in your mind to go and preach, right? So you just go ahead and go listen to someone else and see how you feel about that perspective, right? Because it's all about perspectives. That's something that me and my brother were actually talking about today. So after I had that message with God, I sat down and I closed my eyes and I was just listening and listening. I hit snooze like 4 times because I'm like, I need to just listen to what God is telling me right now. Listen to this. Listen to what I'm saying, right? Listen to the sound of my voice. Close your eyes, block everything out, and listen to what I'm telling you. That's how you connect with God, right? When you close your eyes and listen to the thoughts that are being bloomed to you. When you close your eyes and just listen to the truths that are being bloomed to you, right? Because God woke me up with truth this morning. He woke me up with truth this morning. It wasn't like an alarm. He woke me up I actually woke up before my alarm. And then he said, daughter, close your eyes. Close these eyes again, queen. I have a message for you. Close these eyes and listen to me. So I closed my eyes and I laid there for 4 snoozes. I kept on hitting snooze because I didn't want to fall back asleep, right? I kept on hitting snooze because I was saying, Maani, don't fall asleep. Listen, hit this snooze button. I seriously cannot talk this morning. Sorry. But I kept on hitting snooze for a reason, right? I kept hitting snooze so that I can keep listening. 13:33. So that if I'm asleep, God, wake me up with this snooze, right? If I'm sleeping on this message that you got for me, wake me up. Snooze me, right? Hit my alarm, just like the alarm going out outside. Wake me up, God, if I'm sleeping, right? If I'm sleeping on you, God, wake me up. If I'm sleeping on you, God, wake me up. That's a message right there. 13:55 on the clock I just seen, right? There's a message there. If I'm sleeping on you, Lord, wake me up. Open my eyes so that I can see what you see, right? Let's flip this board around so I can see what you got for me, right? God got them blessings on him. God got them blessings. I told you. I'm telling you. God got these blessings on him, right? So remember to, practice the act of listening. I was going to say practice gratitude, but practice gratitude and listening as well for what he has, right? Because he already gave us the board. He already showed us the board. The roadmap to our dreams and our visions, 1444 on the clock, is already mapped out inside of us, right? God mapped us out a long time ago. When you think about it, we were already made and created to be who we are going to be, right? Someone also spewed a truth to me and said, I just want to be closer to God and be the man that God wants, created me to be. And that's a truth, right? That is the truth. We are all looking for the God within us all, right? We all want to be closer to God. But when you think about it, God is already in us. We just have to build the relationship with him, right? Build the foundation with God. He's already there. God is with me when I'm driving. He's with me as I'm walking in the streets, right? When you think about it, he's with me as I'm blooming this truth to you, right? He's with me as I'm blooming this truth to you. Right, Maani? God is within us all. It's the higher God within us. That's why they call it the higher self, right? God was a higher being. 1555 on the clock. God was a higher being. The creator of all things, right? Creator of all things, right? I'm going to get into another truth, right? But God is the creator of all things. And when you think of him that way, there's a God within us all, right? There's God within us all. It doesn't matter which God you practice to, whether it's Muslim, Muslim, Allah. If you practice with God, if you practice Buddhism, like there's so many different religions for a reason, right? Because there's so many different perspectives of God, right? What kind of God would he be if I say, just look to me, right? There's so many gods that you can portray. There's so many gods that you can look to, right? But it's the God that's within you, right? It's the God that you connect to. Let me tell you something. Let me tell y'all something today, okay? I got some truths to bloom to you today. These are the truths that God gave me today, right? Switch this thing around. These are the truths that God gave me today, right? Your truth and your foundation stems from your foundation with God, right? If I truthfully walk in this path that God has for me, then I'm going to truthfully walk in the blessings that he has for me, right? What he's showing me. A lot of us are scared. We're scared. We're scared of the dreams that God shows us. Let's be real. Let's be real. We're scared of the things that God shows us, right? But it's just an illusion, because fear is just an illusion, right? It's not real. It's not real. So we put this in ourselves that we can't have what God is showing us. That's our ego, right? If we put our ego down and put our ego to the side and say, hey, God is showing me this for a reason, right? He got me dreaming about this for a reason, right? I keep thinking about this for a reason. It's because it's supposed to be for me, right? I'm supposed to have this, right? But when you stop second guessing it and putting question marks on it and say, yes, this is for me, right? You got to stop second guessing what God is showing you, right? You got to stop second guessing what God is showing you, because he's showing it to you for a reason, right? Maani, stop second guessing what God keeps showing you, because it's for a reason. Let me spew this truth to y'all. Let me spew this truth to you, okay? Stop second guessing what he has for you. Remember, the roadmap is already inside of us. If we look to God in our inner selves and say, God, what you got for me, however you speak to him, right? God, what do you have for me? What do you have for me today? I don't need to know about too far into the future, but tell me what you got for me today. What type of day do I have ahead, right? What type of energy is coming to the day, right? Today, like I said, God woke me up with truth, right? He woke me up with truth. He said, listen to me. Listen to me. Keep hitting this alarm so you're not sleeping on what I'm telling you. Keep hitting this snooze so you're not sleeping on the message that I have for you today, because I have a message for you. So I need you to listen, right? Don't put this message in the back of your mind. I need you to be aware, right? Close your eyes and just listen. And when you hear that snooze, that's me waking you up in this part of the truth that I'm spewing to you, right? Ooh, wee, let me get into this. Let me get into it. Let me talk my stuff today. Yeah, let me talk about it, right? When God starts showing you truth, that's an alarm, right? It's a flag. It's a, hello, look at this alarm, right? Look at this truth that I'm about to spew to you. 222, I just seen on the mailbox over there. Look at this truth that I'm about to spew to you, right? But it's how we perceive the truth, right? Because sometimes the truth can hurt. The truth can hurt. 2020 on the clock, 2022 on the clock. The truth can hurt us, right? But when you think about it, some of the truths that are being spewed to us are not to hurt us, right? They're to show us something. There's a reason why. let me just spew another perspective, right? There's a reason why a relationship isn't working out, right? God keeps showing me these signs. I want it to work so bad. I want it to work so bad, but it's not working. This relationship is just not working. 20:55 on the clock, right? So he starts showing you things, right? To change your perspective and show you why it's not working, right? I'm gonna take this ego mind of mine and I'm gonna go look in this person's phone, right? And see something that I probably shouldn't have done, but I needed to see it, right? I needed to see that so I could see what I'm doing, right? What someone else is doing. And it's not to spy, because sometimes you go in that phone and you find things that you didn't want to find, but it's like, well, I done found it now, but what am I gonna do with this truth that I just found, right? Think about it. All right, I done went in this person's phone, I done seen this, they're doing things that I don't like. What do I do with this? Do I keep this to myself? Or do I spew this truth onto this person? Why are you doing this? Why are you hurting me this way? You know, why are you hurting us this way? But that's another truth, right? God's giving me this, I'm in this person's phone for a reason, for whatever reason. Maybe I'm insecure, right? Let's be honest. I'm insecure, so I'm in this person's phone. I feel like they're doing something. Let me look. Let me check it out. Checked it out. They are doing something, right? What am I going to do with this information? Do I keep staying here where I'm not being valued? 22:22 on the clock. Why do we continue to stay in places where we're not valued? Right? We want something so bad, but sometimes it's really just not for us, right? It's not for us. God is showing you these red flags because it's not for you. Perspective. That's a perspective, right? If you think about it that way. Sometimes we want things so bad that is not of us. It's not of God for us to have it. Daughter, I have a different plan for you. Queen, I have another path for you. This is not the one. King, I have another path for you. I have a different queen for you if you open your eyes to this queen, right? King, I need you to open your eyes. I'm showing you a queen that you really want, right? I'm showing you the queen that you asked me for. I'm showing you the queen that you told me about, right? This is the one that we spewed truths about, right? Right? 23:23 on the clock, I just seen. This is the queen that you prayed for. 23:33 on the clock. This is the queen that you prayed for, King. I'm trying to give her to you, but you're not taking her, right? Your mind is elsewhere. You're not connected. You're not connected with me, and you're not connected with the queen that I have for you. You're trying to see otherwise. You're not looking at the plan that I have for you, right? If you think about it, right? Keep asking God for this specific man, this specific queen, right? And then he finally pops that king or queen in front of you and you don't know what to do with him, right? Wow, it's too good to be true. This queen is too good to be true, God. No way. I'm going to send her away. I'm going to send her away. This can't be the one that you sent for me, right? This is the one. She's a queen. She's an angel. She's too good to be true. She's too perfect for me. No way. I'm too flawed. My past, she probably wouldn't understand my past, right? All these truths that we start spewing to ourselves that are untrue, 24:44 on the clock. All these truths that we start spewing to ourselves about things that we think that we can't have, right? He's too good for me. He treats me way too good, right? I'm used to troubled love, because right, that's where I came from. My past was troubled with love, right? It wasn't this sweet, it wasn't this easy. But you have to remember, love is not hard. Real love isn't hard. Real love is not hard. When you get it, you grab it and you sweep it up, because this is the one, right? When you feel it, you know it in your heart. You know this is the one, right? This is... God, this is too good to be true, though, right? It's too good to be true that you're giving me this king that I asked for, and he's perfect. He's way too perfect, right? That's what we start saying to ourselves, that it's way too perfect. It's way too perfect of a blessing for me to have. She's way too perfect of a queen for me. 25:55 on the clock, I just seen. He's way too perfect of a king for me. No way, right? No. Get out of that mindset. Get out of that mindset. When God starts showing you who is for you, you see them. You see them. Like, you can literally see, like, I don't know how to explain seeing, but when he starts showing you things and showing you people that are for you, you see that person that is for you. All right, God, let me get myself together, because this looks like the king that you have for me. This is the king that I asked you for, right? This is the king that I prayed to you about. All right, God, let me start getting my life together. She looks like the queen that I asked for. This is the queen that I asked you for. This is the queen that I prayed to you about so many times. I gave you the order for the queen so many times, and wow, here she is out of nowhere. She's beautiful. Thank you, God, right? But if we start believing in the things that we're seeing, wow, this is a blessing, right? This is amazing. This is what you got for me, God? This is what you have? Wow. This is amazing, right? Let me move my pieces on the board so I can bring this queen to me. Let me move my pieces on the board, because God said that this is the queen that needs to be in my life, right? This is the queen that I asked God for. So I need to move a couple pieces on my board so I could bring my queen right here. I need to start moving some pieces on my board so I could bring my king right here. I need my king right here, right? Let me move this piece out the way. Yeah, my space is open for my king to step right here, right? When you start moving those pieces that God is asking you to move, things become more flowing and more freely flowing, right? If I move this out the way, God helped me move this out the way, right? He helped me move this other person out of the way for a reason, right? Maybe it was a toxic love connection. Maybe it's someone that you've been with for 10 years, but it just doesn't resonate anymore, right? When you think about it, maybe it never resonated in the beginning, when you start thinking about to the foundation of the relationship and how it was built. I'm spewing truths. Listen to me. When you think about the foundation and how those relationships were built, yes, it's hard to remove it, but it's being removed for a reason, right? It's being removed for a reason, so God can give you more. So God can give you what you actually asked for, right? Why am I going to continue to hold on to this person that God keeps telling me to let go of? Why do I keep holding on to this person that is not good for me when God keeps showing me who my queen is, right? Why do I keep holding on to this king that's not for me, right? I don't want nobody cheating on me. I don't want to have to worry about when this person goes out, if they're actually out with their friends or if they're cheating on me, right? No, that's not the way. That's not the way that we're supposed to be thinking in our relationship, right? We want compassion. We want love. We want people to see us, right? We want our king or queen to see us for who we really are. Yes, I see you've had a past, queen. I see you've had a past, king. Maybe you were a player back in the day, right? But you the one that I'm ready to, you're the one. You're the one that I'm ready to put that past behind me and move forward. I'm not that man anymore. I'm not that man that I was. I'm different now. And God showed me something within you, right? God showed me something within this queen. He's showing me something within this queen for a reason, right? God gonna show you who your king and queen is. He's gonna show you. It's not hard, because when you see and when you just know, like, it's just one of those things that you know. It's off of your intuition, right? But then we start questioning what God has for us, right? No. Stop doing that, right? Stop questioning, Maani, what God has for you. Everything that is no longer supposed to be in your life is being removed, right? God is helping me take out those pieces that I no longer need on my board. When I don't take the pieces out, God is going to help me take them out, right? He's going to keep showing me things. 31:11 on the clock. God is going to keep showing me the pieces that I need to remove on my board, right? He's going to keep showing this to me. He's going to keep showing it to me in different ways until I remove it, right? Because if not, then I stay here. I stay here in this space, right? I stay here in this space because I haven't removed what's not serving me, right? When you start removing those pieces, those people, those places, those things that no longer resonate, then that's when your space becomes open, right? I've healed from my past, right? I've healed from all the other relationships. I've healed a good amount of me for me to open this space for love, right? Because healing never stops, right? It's a continuous thing. We never stop healing, right? Because there's always something to work on and grow on, right? All right. This space was closed off, right? My heart was closed off. But now that I've healed, I'm healed enough to let love into me, right? Because we have to let it in. 32:22 on the clock, right? Sometimes when we're not even fully healed, God will show us a king or queen. I'm seeing a big old bird in the sky flying, which means abundance, right? God is going to show me the abundance. He's going to show me the abundance that I have with this queen, right? This is why I only have eyes for this queen. This is why I can't stop thinking about her. That's why I can't stop thinking about her. I see her in my life, right? God showed me her for a reason, because this one is supposed to be in my life, right? He opened my heart up when he showed me who this queen is, right? God opened my heart space. He opened that space on the board when he showed me my queen, right? God opened that space that was closed off on my board. He opened it for me so that I could see my king, right? Because we have to be open, right? We have to open our eyes in order to see. You have to open your eyes in order to see things, right? 33:33. If you don't open your eyes to truth, then what are you going to get? You're closed off from the truth because you don't want to hear it. You don't want to know it. No, this is too good to be true. I don't believe it. It's not for me. No, I can't deal with this, right? I can't deal with this truth that is being spewed to me. It's too good to be true, right? I can't believe that this person is cheating on me. I can't believe that this queen is so beautiful. I can't believe that this queen is everything that I asked for. Like, how is she everything that I asked for and more, right? Those are the truths that we bloom to ourselves, making us feel and think that we can't have what God is showing us, right? No. God gonna show you who your king or queen is, right? He's gonna open that heart space for you on your board so you can see them. Right? Am I making sense? God is going to show you who your king or queen is, right? I feel like I keep getting louder and louder as I start keep blooming this message, right? Let me shout it to the rooftops. Let me shout it to the rooftops. 34:44 on the clock. Dang, I can't even talk anymore. God is going to show you who your king and queen is. Right? Shout it to the rooftops. He done showed me who my king is, and I'm not letting up. No way, right? Because you're not going to show me this for no reason. You're not going to show me that this king is supposed to be in my life, right? You're not going to show me that this king belongs in my life and give me plans for the future with this king, right? God wouldn't do that to me. He wouldn't play me out like that, right? He's not going to keep telling me that this king is for me and not give me my king at the end of the day or when the time is right. Because remember, it's all in divine timing when you receive things. I done put on the, seriously, I'm over here throwing these truths and spewing them. And put the air conditioner on, the heat. But God isn't going to continue to spew these truths unto you that you can't have what you want, right? This is what you told God what you want. Why is it still on? It's super weird. I did something to this. God isn't going to keep showing you something that you asked him for, right? I asked you to show me what this person, I asked you to show me truth, God. Show me truth within this person. And that can be good or bad truth, right? Because sometimes we find bad truths and that people are not doing us justly, right? They're not doing the best by us. God's going to keep showing you that they're not for you. They're not doing right by you. Let me remove this king so I can give you better. Let me remove this queen so I can give you more. Let me give you that king that you keep asking me for, right? I can't give you another king until you remove this man, right? It's a king for a king, right? A queen for a queen. I put you in play with this queen, but she not ready. She not playing her board. She not playing her board right. You're also not playing your board right? I need you to move some pieces around. I need you to remove this because this is no longer the path that I have for you, right? Maybe you want this path to work so bad, but I have another one for you. You're not focused, right? Because in order to hear the word of God, you have to be focused, right? You have to be disciplined to hear him, right? You have to be disciplined to hear what God has for you, right? Let me talk about it. Let me talk about it. In order to really hear what God has for you, you have to listen. You got to listen. Sometimes we don't want to listen to what he's saying, right? Sometimes we don't want to listen to those truths that he's spewing to us. Sometimes we don't want to listen and see the red flags for what they are, but they're red flags for what they are because God is showing you that this is a red flag. I need you to remove this red flag off your board. I need you to remove this red piece. It's not serving you, right? I need you to remove this red piece. It's not serving you. Why do I keep on putting this heat on, right? Because I'm spitting truths out. I'm speaking facts. I'm heating this truth up, right? I'm heating it up. I need you to remove this because it's not beneficial on our board, right? Because when you think about it, it's our board, right? It's me and God's board. This is me and God's plan. This is the plan that God has for me. He gave me the key to the board so I can check it out, right? Here, Queen, I got a board for you. I got a vision for you. I have a path for you. Let me show you something. Let me show you something. Look at this board. Right? Take a look at this board. I'm going to give you the key for the board, right? And I'm going to show you some things. I'm going to show you what I have for you on this board. After you see this board, give me a choice, It's your choice because we all have choices, right? Let me know what you want to do after I show you this board. Okay, God. I see what you got for me. I see what you have. This plan looks immaculate, right? It's better than the path that I was going on. It's better than the path that I had myself on, right? Let me align myself with you. Let me align myself with you. Look at Nala walking into the sunlight, right? Let me align. Let me walk into this light that you keep showing me. Let me walk into this light up this lit up path that you have, right? You gave me the key, and it sparked something in me, right? You gave me the key to the ignition, and you sparked something within me, right? You ignited my drive, my passion. Yes, thank you. Because where I was at and where I was going, it wasn't no good for me. It was no good for us, right? Because I kept on denying things, denying what is being shown to me. I just seen two birds flying, right? That could be about love. I keep on denying what you're trying to show me about this person, right? It's not working out because I have a queen for you. This one isn't working out because I have a king for you, queen. I need you to move these pieces on this board so I can give him to you. I want you to be the happiest person ever, right? God wants us all to be happy, right? And walk in his truth and walk in the spirit of the Lord and walk into his light, just like Nala just did, right? That was a whole confirmation in itself. God wants to show us this board, but we got to walk over to the board, right? We got to walk over to our board. We got to put our name on the board, right? Once he gives you the key and you see everything, you got to write your name on the board. Yeah, God, I see what you have. I see what you got. Let me remove myself. I'm looking at two birds over there. They were just sitting together, and then the bird left once I said that, right? Let me see what you got for me. Let me walk down this path of guidance that you have for me, right? Let me walk in this vision that you have for me, right? Let me walk in where you want me to go. Let me listen to you for once, right? Let me listen to what you have to say. Because right now, you showed me something, right? You showed me something. So if you keep showing me things, then I'm going to keep being driven, right? I'm going to keep having that drive and that passion, right? Because my drive and my passion stems from God, right? It's my foundation. It's God's foundation that's within me, right? Let's get back on the foundation, right? Let's get back on that. 41:44 on the clock. Our path, what was I saying? Sorry, I lost my train of thought. Our foundation stems from the foundation that we have with God, right? Right? Does that make sense? I hope this truth is making sense to y'all. I hope this truth is making sense to you because, like I said, your foundation is found, right? Found. Foundation is found. You have to find it. You have to find your purpose. I just seen all these birds flying, right? You have to find your purpose. You have to go on your path, right? And sometimes we have to separate our path from others, right? Even the people that we've been down with since day one, right? And I'm going to do this day one because really, when you start growing into a different mindset, and I'm going to say growing because you have to grow into this mindset. You have to grow into this mindset with God, right? You have to grow into a higher self. It's already within us, but we have to grow it, right? We have to plant the seeds. When we start planting our seeds and our foundation with God, we start seeing the fruits of our labor, right? We start seeing what he wants us to see. Does that make sense? Oh my God. When we start planting the seeds of our foundation with God and we ask him for things, right? And he shows it to us. We need to grasp it, right? Okay, I'm being shown this for a reason, right? I'm being shown this king for a reason. This is the one that God has for me. I see this one clearly. The other ones I didn't see clearly, right? Because my mind wasn't clear. When your mind is clear, you see things more clearly, right? When your mind is clear, you see things more clearly. And you see what God has for you, right? Because like I said, sometimes we try to deny what he has for us. Nah, I want this shorty, right? I want this shorty. But God keeps showing me this one. Why, right? Why he keeps showing me this one when I want to be with this one? Because it's in your foundation to be with this queen, right? Stop fighting. Because sometimes we just running from what we actually really want. This queen is safe, right? This is the safe route queen, right? But this queen, she gives me passion. She gives me drive. She gives me motivation. This queen has me on her board. Why is she not on mine? Right? When you think about it, God will show you who your king and queen is, right? This queen has me on her board. Why is she not on my board, right? 44 on the clock is what I just seen. God showed me that my queen has me on her board, right? Why do I keep trying to force myself to be with this queen, right? And sometimes it's a force because we're comfortable, right? We're comfortable with this person that we've been with for so long that it seems right, it feels right, but it's a seemingly thing, right? It feels right. It feels like we should be together, right? We've been through a lot. We have history. It feels like we should be together, right? Get that mindset out of there, because you don't have to stay with anybody, right? You could be with somebody for 10 years, and if it's not working out, you can gracefully say, hey, I appreciate this journey that we've been on, but it's not working anymore, right? If we align, then we align back together, right? There's things I need to focus on because God has me focusing on another queen, right? Maybe you don't have to say that, but you know, it depends on how truthful you are with this. Truthful you are, right? I mean, I would actually say that to someone. Hey, I love you. We've been down this road for a long time, and I feel like it's not working, right? God is showing me something else. God is showing me other things, you know? And unfortunately, he's not showing me you anymore. We're not aligned anymore. And again, that stems from your foundation, because were we ever aligned? If you think about it, when you think about your foundation with people, was it ever aligned? How did we get together? Did we get together off of traumatic experience, off a traumatic relationship, right? My ear was ringing on that. Did we get together on traumatic relationships, right? I just got out of something, you just got out of something. Hey, I'm not really looking for anything. Let's just be cool and fuck around, right? How did the relationship start, right? There's no foundation there, right? Because we're just toying around. We're just playing around, right? No, God showed me a queen that I haven't had yet. I haven't had access to this queen the way I really want to, right? I haven't experienced this queen the way I really want to experience the queen that God is showing me, because I'm scared. I'm running, right? I'm staying here. I'm not moving my pieces on my board because I'm scared to move it. I'm scared that if I move this piece, I'm never going to have this, you know? If I move this piece, then I'm never going to speak to this person again, right? We're never going to have what we had anymore. And it was just going to be all for nothing, right? Nah, let me just continue to stay in this space because it's comfortable, right? No. Stop being comfortable. Stop being scared to remove those pieces, those people, those places, those things, those relationships that no longer serve you, so you can have what you want, right? If you really want this, right? If you really want this queen, I'm gonna move what I need to move so that my queen could step right here, right? Let me let's get my sticks out, right? If I really want this king, right? If I really want him, and God keeps showing me this king for a reason, then there is pieces that I need to move on my board so that my king could step right here. Right? Excuse me. God keeps showing me my king for a reason, right? I'm right here. My king is over here, right? If I move this piece right here that's not serving me, my king could step right here, right? If you think about it that way. There's something in the way of my queen. There's something in the way of my queen. I can't allow that, right? God keeps showing me this queen for a reason. So let me listen to him, right? Let me separate myself from this person so I could bring myself closer to my queen, right? When you're close to your queen, you're closer to God, right? Because she's aligned with God. When you're closer to your king, you're aligned with your king because he's closer to God, right? Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Aligned truths? Ooh, it's an aligned truth today, right? You don't have to keep seeking validation from others when God lies within you, right? It's your foundation of what you have with him, what it's built off of, right? be shining. Ew. Your foundation is built from what is inside of you, what you believe, right? Your perspective. God's not going to keep showing me something that I can't have, right? He keeps showing this to me because I have a deep desire for this. We talk about it. God keeps showing me this dream because I have a deep desire for it. It's my mission. It's part of my journey to move those pieces out of the board so I can get to my dream, right? Truth, right? Dang, I just poked myself in the eye. I gotta open my eyes, right? He's poking me in my eye. Like, shorty, open your eyes. King, open your eyes. I gotta poke you in your eye with truth, right? Let me poke you in your eye with a red flag from this person, right? I'm showing you this dream for a reason. I'm showing you that you have access to this dream when you start moving your pieces on the board. You want this dream, right? This is the family that you told me that you wanted, right? All right, you got to heal some things. This is the queen that you asked me for, right? All right, you got to heal some things. You got to move some things around. I need you to get rid of that old shorty that you keep thinking about, right? I need you to get rid of her. Not like that, but I need you to move your piece. I need you to move that shorty off your board. Because that's not the shorty that I have for you, right? That's not the queen that I have for you, king. Open your eyes, right? Open your eyes. Queen, I'm giving you this desire, this dream for a reason, right? God's not going to keep giving me this desire and this dream if it wasn't for me, right? He doesn't spew lies to me. He doesn't spew truthful lies, right? Whatever that is. He's not going to spew me a truth and then lie behind his word. That's the devil, right? That's the devil trying to come in and play on my mind, right? I spewed this truth the other day, right? I'm not going to keep downplaying what God has for me, right? But it's in my foundation. I need to find out the truth, right? Someone also told me that the devil has a way of playing on your consciousness, and that is very true, right? That's the devil. That's the ego mind coming in, saying that I can't have what God showed me, right? The reason why this isn't working out is because you have another plan for me. The reason why all of my relationships keep failing is because you have another plan for me, right? Another reason is because I haven't healed from the old ones, right? In order to bring something fresh and new to me. Let me talk about it. The reason why this one isn't working out is because I haven't healed from the last relationship I was in, right? This relationship probably should have never even started because I was not healed enough to be in this one, right? Sometimes we 52 on the clock. Sorry. I'm spewing these numbers to you so that you can look them up if this part of the truth resonates and it's for you. It's for you to go and look up what I'm saying on that number truth, right? Because these are number truths too, right? Go look it up and see what I'm saying. And when something resonates with you on a certain number truth that I give you, then go look it up so you can know what that number means and how it connects with you into your life, right? Because it's all connected. These truths are all connected, right? I'm giving you my experience of what I've been through and how God has showed me things, right? This is my perspective. 53:33 on the clock, 333, right? I'm giving you my perspective and what he's blessed me with, because 333 is talking about blessings, right? God keeps showing this to me, right? When I think about this person, it's this time, right? It's this time. Every time I'm thinking about this person, this is the time on the clock. I'm just always thinking about this person, right? Why are you're always thinking about this person? Because God is thinking about the person that he has for you. Jesus. The reason why you keep thinking about this person, right? You can't get your mind off this person is because God showed you something within this one, right? I can't stop thinking about my king. I can't stop thinking about this king. God showed him to me for a reason, right? That's why I can't get him off my mind. I need this one. I need this king that you keep showing me, right? I need this king that you keep showing me. Let me move my pieces on my board so that my king can step right here. You keep showing me that this is the king for me, right? 54:44 on the clock. You keep showing me that this is the king that is supposed to be on my board, right? This is the king that you keep showing me on my board. The name is there. 54:54. The name is there. You showed me this name, right? And then I met this name, right? I met this person. The reason why he keeps showing you this person is because that's your person, right? You're connected on a soul level. We're connected on a soul tie, right? On a soul tie. This tie was between me and God, right? This is a tie that I asked for, right? When you connect me with this person, God, let me know off rip. Let me know off rip what it is, right? Open my heart space. Open that piece on the board so that when I see this person, I know who this person is that you have for me, right? Open that space up, God. Let me also go and do the work and go do the healing, right? 55 on the clock. I need to change myself. I need to change things about myself, right? And there's things that I need to change about myself so that I can get this shorty. So I can get this shorty that you keep seeing me. This shorty that sees something in me, right? Let me switch it, right? Because she sees something in me. She sees something in me that I don't see in myself, right? The reason why I keep thinking about her is because she sees something in me. She's seen me. She's seen me when we first met, right? She sees something in me that I don't see in myself. Let me go work on myself. Let me go work on myself so I can see why God keeps showing me this queen and why she sees something in me that I don't see in myself, right? Let me go work on myself so I can get this girl, right? Now that I see what God is showing me and what I see, now that I see what he is showing me, let me go work on myself. Let me go change some things about myself, right? I can't change the past. I can only change right now, the here and now, right? And plan for the future. Let me change what I'm doing in my routine right now. Let me change what I'm doing so that my shorty can step right here. Let me change what I'm doing. Let me change this board, right? Let me clear this board. Because sometimes we got to clear the board, right? Let me clear this entire board because my vision was blurred. Let me clear the whole board because my vision was blurred. My eyes was closed, right? Let me clear this board. My eyes were closed. God didn't open my eyes up, right? I see the plan that God has for me when I open my eyes. When I open my eyes, I can see the board clearly and what God has for me. And he has a plan, right? He has a plan for us all. I opened my eyes and God showed me the board. He gave me the key. Here, daughter, let me show you this board. I have a plan for you. I have a board for you. It's a huge board, okay? We have things to do, right? There's things that we need to start doing and get into, right? You being here is showing me that you want something more, right? You being here today is showing me that you want to be on this board, right? You came to me, right? You went to seek me, right? You went to go seek me. Hey, God, I need guidance, right? You don't have to go to the church to go and seek him. He's already here. Just ask him, and he'll give you a sign, right? He's going to give you a sign. God, keep showing me this king that you keep telling me is for me, right? I'm not where we want us to be. But you keep showing this person to me. You keep showing me this queen. You keep showing this queen to me. There's something about this queen that you want me to see, right? But I'm not seeing clearly. My board is not clear, right? Let me clear this board so I can see my queen clearly. Let me see what God has for me, right? Let me clear this board. I feel like I'm over here. Let me move myself more over. I want to be in the middle. Let me be in the middle, right? I gotta be in the middle of the board, right? I need to be in the middle. You need to be in the middle of the board, right? I am the one in the middle of the board. Damn, I'm getting loud, sorry. You gotta be the one in the middle of the board. You are the leader, right? Let's get back onto this leadership, right? It's your foundation. You are the leader, so you must lead the board, right? All right, if I stand here, I have a view of all perspectives, right? I'm not blindsided if anything comes my way, right? Because I'm right here in the center. I'm centered. I'm founded. I found God and I'm centered, right? Because God gonna set you straight once you find him, right? Once you open your eyes and clear the board, you can see what's around you, right? Y'all don't hear me. Y'all don't hear me. Keep getting deeper in this truth. Now that we in the middle of the board, right? Had to switch myself. I had to change my position, right? You got to change your position from being in the back, being on the side, right? I'm in the middle of the board because right here in the middle, I'm leading. I don't need to be in the center of the board, right? I don't need to be in the center. Sorry, not in the center, in the front, right? Me being in the center is me leading, so I'm already in the front, right? Because I can see everything. I can see everything coming, right? Truth. These birds just came in, right? I can see everything when I'm in the center of the board. When I'm in the middle, I'm grounded. Let me get on this truth. They over there. They jamming outside. What they doing? It's 1 hour, 1 minute, and 11 seconds on the clock that I just seen, right? No. Like I said, sometimes we was just over here, right? God said, let me put you right here, queen. Let me put you right here. You've been in the back of the board for way too long, right? You've been on the back of your board because you didn't see me. Let me move you right here. Let me move you right here. Let me move you here so you can focus on me, right? Let me ground you. Let me heal you. Let me give you this, right? Let me ground you, queen. Let me heal you, queen. Let me give you that divine glow, right? Let me give you this divine water. Let me give you this divine juice. Whatever it is that God got for you, right? Whatever truth he's going to spew to you, right? Let me give you this. But he's giving us all the same things. So it's nothing different, right? He's giving us our passion. He's giving us our dream, right? He's giving us our purpose, right? So when I focus on God, it was just 1 hour, 2 minutes, and 22 seconds on the clock, right? When I focus on God, right? He gonna show me my dreams. He gonna show me that I'm in the middle of everything, right? He gonna give me all angles of the board, right? If I turn this way, I have an angle of the board this way, right? When I turn this way, I have an angle of the board that way. If I turn that way, I have an angle of the board here too, right? If I'm just in the back of the board, then I just have everything, right? I have everything, but I can't see the sides really. Can't see the back, right? Does that make sense? You need to be in the center of your board. You need to center yourself, right? You need to center yourself on this board, God said. Center yourself, ground yourself, heal yourself. I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna help you. But I need you to want to help you, right? Because we gotta want to help ourselves. We have to want to help ourselves, right? God is already within us helping us, right? But we need to choose that path, right? We need to choose that path, right? And that's another truth that I wanted to spew today, right? Because when you think about it, I said this before, we are all chosen, right? God chose us all. There's a piece of God within us all, right? This is why we are all connected. We're all connected. No matter how much you want to say that we're not, we are. We are all connected, right? We're all connected because we were all born the same way through God. He created all of us, right? There's a piece of all of us in each other. When you think about it, that's a perspective that you would have to, play on. And you just have to play on different perspectives of how truths are being perceived to you, right? Somebody could spill a truth to me, but it's how I perceive that truth, right? This is that person's truth, right? This is that person's truth and how they're going to give me the truth, right? But it's also how I perceive this truth of how they're giving it to me, right? That makes sense. I understand this truth that you're spewing, right? Oh my gosh. My plant is broken at the stem there. But just like this is a perspective of my truth, right? This is a perspective of my truth, my experience, right? This is my truth. This is all I can give you is my experience, right? This is the path that God has me on. This is my purpose, right? Let me stop saying right, because it is, right? Right. This is my purpose. This is the path that God has me on. And it's blooming truths, right? Right. I don't know why I keep saying that, but right. This is the path that God has me on. He has me on this path for a reason. It's to bloom truths to you, right? In my perspective. And if you don't like my perspective, remember that you can always go and switch the truth, right? Go change the perspective, right? You have a voice as well. Go change it. If you don't like my truth, then go and make your own, right? 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 If you don't like this truth, then you can go and check out some of my other videos as well, right? Because there's so many different perspectives on things, right? And I'm just trying to open your eyes to the many different perspectives that there are, right? Because if I say single-minded and one-minded, single-minded was the correct term, single-minded on, something that I've known forever, then I'm not open, right? Yes, there's things that we learn when we're younger and, that sticks with us. But sometimes it's okay to explore outside of what we've known, right? It's okay to go and explore something other than the truth that we've always known since we were a child, right? That's a message, because when you think about it, there's, what was I about to say? I forgot what I was about to say. But when you think about it, there's when you have another perspective to look to, then it opens your mind, right, to another perspective. Okay, maybe someone told you that you're not beautiful, right? If you keep hearing that you're not beautiful your whole entire life, then you're gonna grow up feeling that you're not beautiful, right? That's a perspective. But then you start looking within with God, right? He tells you, no, daughter, you're beautiful. You're beautiful. You're beautiful. F those people that told you that you wasn't, right? F them. I think the world of you, right? That's what God says. I think the world of you, queen. But you need to think the world of yourself. I think the world of you, king, but you need to think the world of yourself, right? God already knows. He already knows what we are capable of, right? God knows what we are capable of. He knows the plan. He knows the vision. He knows the board that he has for us, right? But it's important for us to walk in that, right? Walk in what he's saying. Listen to what he is saying. Like I said, when I woke up this morning, God had truth for me. He had truth to me. He had truth for me. So as he was blooming those truths to me, I kept closing my eyes and pressing the alarm so that I'm awake. No, I'm not going to sleep on this truth that God got for me, right? He woke me up with this on my mind for a reason. So I need to listen to what he's saying to me, right? Listen to this truth, this blooming truth that I'm about to give you this morning, right? I'm going to give you this blooming truth, right? So that you can bloom a truth today. Let me give you some foundation on what your truth should stand on. And I promise you, that is one of the things that God bloomed to me. After he bloomed it to me, I went in the bathroom and I wrote it all down in my notes, right? Because I journal. I haven't wrote in my journal in a long time, but I write in my notes a lot too when I don't actually feel like sitting down and writing, but this is a form of writing, right? I'll start the message. I'll start a little bit of it, right? I said, good morning, February 15th, 2022. I woke up and I kept hitting snooze today because I actually woke up in deep thought. How in the world does that happen? I don't remember about any dream I may have had, but when I opened my eyes, I closed them because God was giving me a message. He said, close your eyes and listen to me. So I did, and I kept hitting snooze until the message was through. And even when I was, I just seen 1:10 on the clock. So 1 hour, 10 minutes, and 10 seconds on the clock. Listen. So I did, and I kept hitting snooze until the message was through. And even when it was, I wanted more of what he was telling me. He was telling me truths through my waking mind. It's crazy how you can wake up and have deep conversation with the Lord like the one that I had. I can't remember the last time I had one in the morning like that, or if I've had one with him like this. I hit snooze 4 times just to listen to God's message because I am disciplined in his word. We are aligned. I have to stop right there because it's a deeper truth to what he was blooming to me, right? But like I said, I'm disciplined. 1:11 on the clock. I am disciplined in the words, in the truth that God spews to me. He spews truth into me so that I can spew it onto you. I am disciplined in him giving me my truths, right? I have to be grateful for these truths that he's given me and giving me the chance to spew these truths to you, right? I need to be disciplined in what he's telling me to do. This morning, like I said, I hit snooze 4 times because I didn't want to sleep on this message that God had for me. There's a reason why I'm giving you this message, daughter. Listen and keep hitting snooze while you at it, right? I need you to wake up for a second. Wake up from this message, right? Because there's a truth that I'm giving you when that alarm goes off. All right, hit it. Hit that alarm, right? Hit the snooze and close your eyes again. Listen. 1:12 on the clock. 1 hour, 12 minutes, and 12 seconds. Listen to the truths that God is blooming to you. He's showing you these red flags within this person, within this situation for a reason. He's showing it to you for a reason. 12:34. 1:12:34 on the clock. 1 hour, 12 minutes, 34 seconds, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. He's trying to show you that you need to move. You need to move this piece. Getting into another truth. He's trying to show you with forward movement. 12:34. If you see that on the clock, you need to move those pieces on your board. You need to move those pieces on your board so God could show you something. When you move that piece, he's going to show you what's supposed to be there, right? I love it. I love it. I love when I move my pieces on my board and God gives me a reward for it. Yeah, let me keep moving my pieces on my board because God keeps blessing me, right? When I keep removing these people that don't serve me, God blesses me in other ways, right? 1 hour, 13 minutes, and 33 seconds on the clock. Blessings, right? I was just saying now, 333, blessings. If you're seeing the number 333, you are blessed. He's going to bless you and keep you. Remember that. God isn't going to keep telling you that you can have this king, right? You're not going to keep telling me I can have this king or this queen and I don't get my king or my queen, right? No. No way. No way. I'm telling you, when God has a message for you, he has a message. You need to listen. Listen to whatever the message is. Listen, right? We're connected to God through our mind. It's what we think of God and how we feel about him, right? I love the Lord, and I love what He's done for me, right? Because from where I was not where I wanted to be. I'm not the queen that I am today. I didn't even think of myself as a queen. I didn't even think of myself as a queen, right? Because for one, I wasn't being treated like a queen. 1:14:44 on the clock, 1 hour, 14 minutes, and 44 seconds. I didn't treat myself like a queen. I didn't treat myself like a queen, right? I wasn't being treated like a queen. It's my personal mission. Like, it's important, right? That I treat myself like a queen, right? If I don't treat myself like a queen, then how is when my king step in, he gonna treat me like a queen, right? No, he's not gonna treat me like a queen. He's gonna treat me however I presented myself, right? Same thing for the kings, right? How can a queen treat you like a queen if she doesn't even know what it means to treat a king, right? If she's not treating herself like a queen, how can she treat her king? If you're not treating yourself like a queen or a king, how can another treat you like a king or queen? Ask yourself that. God, I keep asking for someone to treat me like such and such, like a queen and like a king, but I'm not even doing that myself. Stop asking God to give you something like that when you don't even have it in yourself for that, right? You have to build the kingdom in you, right? I have to build the kingdom in me. I have to build on my masculine side, right? I have to build the queendom in me, right? I have to build on my queen side so I'm balanced. You're not balanced. You're not partaking in your queen side, right? You're not being feminine and creative, and you're not balanced on that side. So what do you keep attracting? Other people who are in balance, right? They're not in touch with their queen side, right? My masculine side is not balanced, so I keep on attracting males that are not balanced, right? They're not of me. They're not what I want, right? But I keep attracting them because that's the frequency that we're on. You're gonna attract the people who are on your frequency. If I'm sad, I'm gonna keep attracting other sad people. If I keep posting sad things, then I'm gonna attract sad other beings, right? No, I don't wanna be around sad energy, right? I was about to say salad, around salad energy. Salad sounds kind of good, actually, but I'm actually gonna go eat soon because I'm getting hungry. I don't want to be around sad energy, right? I don't want to be around drama. But if I keep posting about sad energy and about drama, then I'm going to attract that, right? In relationships, right? Same thing. That's what you're attracting. You are what you attract. If I'm loving and vibrant and happy within myself, right? Because you have to be happy and loving and vibrant within yourself. You have to practice self-love and give yourself that attention, right? It's important that I do something with myself, right? I decided to do my hair today, right? I actually did it yesterday. Went and did a whole new color, right? God says switch these pieces on the board, girl. Switch your board. Change the board up, right? Go do your hair. Put a little color in there, right? Go ahead and take the care and properly straighten it, right? Because if I'm the one that's properly taking care of myself, someone else is going to properly take care of me, right? If I'm properly taking care of myself, right? Then my king is going to properly take care of me, right? Yes. I am a queen, right? And I deserve the world. I'm not going to allow a king to half-ass me, right? I'm not half-assing myself, so you're not about to half-ass me, right? When you think about it like that, right? I'm a king. The shorty not about to half-ass me, right? I deserve the world and nothing more than that, right? If you can't hang with that, if you're not, if you're not aligned with that, then we're not aligned, right? This is not the queen for me, right? You have to show yourself what you're looking for, right? If I show it's 1:19 on the clock. Hey, 1:19 on the clock. Let me back it up. back it, 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 back it up. Hey, back it up. It's 1:19 on the clock, bro. It's my birthday, right? Let me show myself love. Even though it's not really my birthday and it passed, let me show myself love. My birthday's on the clock, right? My birthday is on the clock for a reason. All these numbers are in this world for a reason, right? Let me let me use that clock and dance a little bit on my day, right? Let me dance for 1 minute, right? Let me just dance for 1 minute, because that's like how long our birthday lasts, right? We come out the womb in a minute and then it's the next day our birthday's over, right? No, every day is our birthday when you think about it, right? So when I see my birthday on the clock, I'm gonna dance to it. I'm gonna dance. I'm gonna make my own beat. Right? But when you learn to operate in that manner and stop thinking that, like, oh, my birthday is just one day. No, your birthday is every day. God keeps giving you another day. Oh my God, I thought that was a spider. It was a little gnat. God keeps giving you another day for a reason, right? So he wants you to seek him. Seek within, because he's already there. Like I said, I originally started this truth with, you don't need to go to church to seek God, right? You don't need to go and listen to someone else speak about God when God is within you. He will tell you things as well, right? God is going to tell you things too. And again, I'm not knocking church, because I love going to church too when I feel guided to go there. I'm not a person that goes to church every Sunday, right? I used to, but I'm not a person that goes to church any Sunday. And maybe one day God will be like, hey, I need you to start going to church a little bit more, right? I need you to start going to church a little more. And then I will, right? I have to do the things that you're guided to do, right? Do the things that you're guided to do. Not because you think this is what God will want me to do, right? God doesn't care if you go to church every Sunday. Let me be honest, right? God doesn't care if you go to church every Sunday. He doesn't care if you go to church every day, right? It's the relationship and the foundation that you have built with God. People forget that. I feel like people forget that. It's about the relationship and the foundation that you have with him. You do not have to go and seek him in the church. He is with me all the time, right? We forget that. We forget that, because that's what we were brought up to be, right? I need to go to church every Sunday so I can hear this word. God speaks to you every day, right? We just have to listen. We have to listen to what he's trying to tell us. It's 1:22:28 on the clock. But God speaks to us every day, every hour, every second. Anytime you call on him, he's there, right? You're never walking on this path alone. You're never walking alone. He's always there, right? I don't know why I'm sideways, but my feet are getting cold because the windows are open. But what was I saying? Perspective, right? I didn't change perspective, so now I lost my other perspective. But yes, that's what I was saying. God doesn't care if you smoke a little weed on the weekend, right? Let's be honest. I don't smoke every day. I can't smoke every day. I can't. It's not in me to do it. And if I do, it will be at night. I don't smoke every day. I do smoke weed sometimes, yes, but I smoke on the weekend, right? Because I'm a business owner, right? I own 3 businesses and they all need my attention, my full attention, right? 123.33 I just seen. I'm blessed to have 3 businesses, right? So they all need my attention and I need to focus, right? But then on the other hand, it's the weekend, right? I've done everything that I needed to do. It's the weekend. I can relax, right? I'm a business owner. I don't have to do anything if I don't want to, right? But that's where my discipline comes in. I have to be disciplined in owning 3 businesses, right? I have to make shit pop. I have to do certain things, right? During the week, right? I have to do these things. And even on the weekends, I still be working. Like, yeah, I be saying that I'm free, but I'm really not free, right? I free up time. I free up time and I make time, right? I make time for the things that I want to do, right? God doesn't care if you smoke a little weed on the weekend. What you using the weed for? Are you using it to mask your feelings? And same thing with drinking, right? Are you using it to mask your feelings about things and you don't want to deal with this? That's why you're doing this? How do you use weed, right? How do you use it? How do you use alcohol? How is it prevalent in your life, right? Is it helping you do anything? Because for one, I will say this. I smoke weed on the weekends. Yes, I do. It's usually very late at night. And I use it to create. When I smoke sometimes, it lifts my mind. It opens my mind further than what it is, right? And I'm not saying that I need to do it, because I don't need to, right? I don't need to. I do it sometimes. And it opens my mind to so many different possibilities, right? When I smoke, sometimes it gives me the most craziest ideas, and I'm like, yes, Maani, that's the one. That's what you need, right? Sometimes we need those bloom sessions. I call it a bloom session. Sometimes I need my bloom session when I'm feeling like, damn, like I haven't got any ideas. And it's like, I always have ideas. But sometimes it helps me spew other ideas, right? And remember, like I said, it's only used to create. I'm using it to create more than what I have, right? All right. As long as I'm not overdoing it, right? God doesn't care if I smoke weed, right? What am I doing with the weed when it's in my system? Am I being productive? What is the weed doing to me, right? What am I doing as I'm smoking the weed, right? What is it doing for me? Change that to a perspective of another person, right? Of a person. What is this person doing for me? All right, maybe we just had sex or something, right? I didn't feel anything. It didn't feel right. It doesn't feel right because it's not right, right? You're doing things that aren't of you. You're with this person for what? Material gain, beneficial gain, like what is it, right? You're closing yourself off. You're masking what you could actually have because you're scared to lose what you're doing with this person, right? It's comfortable. You gotta get out of your comfort zone so that you can move forward, right? So you can move those pieces on the board so God can give you that king that you want, the real king that he has for you. You gotta move these pieces, king, so I can give you this queen that you keep asking me for. I wanna give her to you, but you need to move some pieces on your board. I'm gonna remove this other queen that you keep possibly thinking is for you. But I need you to see that I have another queen here. This is the one that I have for you. She's been in the plan. I just needed you to meet her, right? I needed to separate you guys for some time. And maybe you chose another route because you were scared of this queen that I'm showing to you, right? Because we all have choices, right? God could show you the plan, but we could choose another way, right? We can choose another route. We have free will. We can choose another route. 1:27 on the clock, which means you're exactly where you're supposed to be, right? You can choose another route. You can. We all have choices, right? Let me show you this queen again, right? That's what he keeps saying. Let me show you this queen again. You can have your choice, right? But let me keep showing you this queen. Let me keep showing you this king. I'm going to show you what you can have, but you have to work for it, right? And so does your person. If they see you, right? They see you on the board. My king is on my board. He keep running, right? He keep running from me, but he on my board because God keeps showing him to me. And I don't believe that God is going to take him off my board, right? Because he wanted to put this king here and told me that this is the king for me. If he was going to take him from me, he wanted to have me fall deep in love with my king, right? Deep in love at first sight. I only have eyes for you type of love, right? He wanted to show that to me. He wanted to show it to me if he was going to take it from me, right? God, why would you show me this king that only has eyes for me and I only have eyes for this king? and you're going to take him, you're going to snatch him up from me, right? He wouldn't do that. But we have to believe in the information that he is showing us and telling us, right? God isn't going to keep showing me. He isn't going to keep showing me that I can have this queen. He's not going to keep showing me that I can have this queen. And then I don't get my queen, right? This is the queen that I asked God for, but I got to stop running from this queen, right? I got to stop running from the purpose that God has for me, right? There's a reason why he showed this queen to me. There's a purpose behind him showing me this, right? There's a purpose as to why this relationship with the person that I'm with right now is not working, because God has another queen for me. He has another king for me. And I need to walk in the path that he's showing me, right? Because we could say that we're happy, but we're not really happy, right? I can keep being comfortable in this situation that I think is for me, but it's not for me, right? God is going to keep showing you what's for you and what's not for you, right? I've been having a couple of conversations as well with people telling me that they're happy, and like when you're on another, like a higher frequency, you can tell when people are being dishonest or disingenuous with themselves, right? They give off those subtle signs that, you know, I'm just gonna say this, right? I'm just gonna say this because it sounds good. It sounds good. It sounds good to say that I'm happy, but when you think about it, you're not really happy, right? You're not happy. You keep forcing this truth onto yourself. Oh, I'm happy. Yeah, I'm living my best life, right? No, you're not happy, right? Because you're lying to yourself. You're lying. I lied. There's this song that my brother put me onto as well. It's called I Lied. And in that song, he's talking about basically him having a one-way ticket to his dreams, like to his dream girl, right? And he messed it up, right? He has the dream girl that God showed him. He said, I booked a one-way flight to heaven. It was just 1:30, 1:33 on the clock, right? He said, I booked a one-way flight to heaven. I booked a one-way flight to heaven. And then he's basically saying, like, I messed it up because I lied to her. I lied to her and told her that I wasn't feeling what I was feeling, right? Why do I keep lying to this shorty? Why do I keep lying to her? I'm lying to myself, right? Because he's lying to himself about how he really feels about her, right? Sometimes we lie to ourselves about how we really feel about people because we don't want to hurt them. We don't want to hurt ourselves in the process, right? But when you think about it, God isn't going to show you a queen that you're going to hurt, right? He's going to show you a queen that you want to love. God isn't going to show me a king that's going to give me problems and give me, you know what I'm saying? He's not going to give me a king that in a cycle that I've already been through, right? Maybe he'll show me this king and show me what this king is about, right? But then he's going to take my king away because we're not ready. It was about the experience, right? It was about the foundation. Let's build on this foundation right here. And then let's go and build our separate foundations, right? And then when it's aligned, God is going to bring us back together. Stop lying to yourself. Stop lying to yourself about the real love. About the real love that you want, right? Stop lying to yourself about the real love that you want. You asked God for this. Stop denying it. You asked him for this. Don't deny what he's telling you. Don't deny what he's showing you. Don't deny it. If you love her, you love her, right? If you love him, you love him. You're being shown this for a reason. You're being shown this for a reason, right? It's 1 hour, 37 on the clock, guys. This is a pretty long truth. I do apologize. But if you made it this far, thank you for listening. Even if you paused this and came back to it, I appreciate you because you were interested in this truth. Thank you for listening to this long truth. I try not to bloom them this long, but hey, I made a promise to God and I told him on one of my videos, actually, on on the what God has for you truth. That if you have a truth for me that is needed to be bloomed for an hour, then I will bloom it, right? If you have a truth for me that goes into an hour and a half, I'm gonna bloom it for you, right? Keep me talking. Keep me talking so I can keep talking to the people, right? I'm one of those preachers that needs to keep talking to the people so I can get this in you and iterate this into you, right? Let me give you these truths. They're from God, right? Let me give you these truths. Let me give you a couple of truths from the Lord. Just 1:34 on the clock. I gotta keep changing perspectives because the sun is changing on me, right? Not that one. Maybe I need to go back. Oh, right here. No, there. Okay, yeah. But like I said, guys, if this truth resonated with you, please drop some comments. Drop some of your own truth, right? Give me your perspective, because again, this is my perspective, and I'm not going to argue with you on your perspective, right? We can talk about it. Let's talk about it, because there's no need to argue, right? Sometimes I'll be saying argue if you want to, but it's not an argument, right? There's certain things that I will say, argue with me if you want to, because it's a truth that needed to be spewed, right? This is a truth that you needed to hear, right? God isn't going to keep showing you things that you can't have. You don't need to go and seek God in the church, because God is within us, right? And again, like I said, don't think and take it as I don't believe in church, right? God is within us all, right? He's within us all. So we need to seek him inside. Seek the Lord inside of you. Seek the God inside of you, because that is where he lies. He lies inside of you. 1 hour, 35 minutes, and 55 seconds on the clock. If you change your mindset and change your perspective on where you see God, then you'll know that he's everywhere. You'll know that he's everywhere. You don't have to go to Bible study every night, right? You don't have to go to church every day to show that you're indebted in the Lord, right? You just need to listen to him. You just need to listen to the truths that he's trying to give to you, right? The truth that he's trying to provide to you. Remember, truth comes in different forms. It comes in different perspectives. But what is your perspective? What is your perspective of where you see God, right? God is in the trees. He's in the birds that fly. He's in the blooming butterflies, right? He's in me. He's in me. Blooming butterfly is a truth that was given to me by God, right? Meraki is in me. It's a truth that was given to me by God, right? It was already in me. I just had to find it, right? It was a truth that was already spewed within my body. I just needed to find it. I needed to find Blooming Butterfly. I needed to find her. I had to. God said, I need you to find this woman that you are. I was lost. I was lost. I was broken. I was torn down and I was confused. I'm not afraid to admit it, right? But then I found God. I found him again, right? Because I lost him. I lost him because I wasn't connected with him. Me and God were not connected. We were not on the same path. I was on a different one, not the board that God showed me, right? Because he even shows us the board when we're young. But I'm not going to get into that. I'm not going to get into that because this truth was already long. So I want you guys to take the perspective off of this truth. And again, tell me what your perspective is, because I'm listening. I'm listening, right? Because there's a God within you too. There's a different perspective within us all. So it wouldn't be right if I'm over here like, oh, this is what I say is true and this is it and this is that, right? It's what you believe. Be open to hearing other people's opinions and other people's perspectives, right? Because then it'll change your mindset. You don't have to be stuck on this one thing, right? Because there's another perspective of it. That's another thing me and my brother were doing today. We were talking about perspectives of music, because he does music and he does he raps and he makes music and he makes songs, and that's actually his song is my intro to my YouTube channel, right? Fly away, you my butterfly, baby, let's fly away, right? I'm my butterfly and I want to fly away with my king, right? Baby, you my butterfly, I'm waiting for my king to say that to me. Baby, you my butterfly, let's fly away, right? Let's fly away with God, right? Let's go fly in this sky and bloom with God. Bloom these truths, right? I love when my queen blooms these truths to me, right? These truths are from my future king, right? These truths are from my future king. I have to bloom these truths to him, right? If I move these pieces on my board, my king can come to me. If I move this piece right here, my king can freely step right here, right? If I bloom these truths to my king truthfully, I'm telling him how I feel, right? Even if we're not together, even if he's not in my life, I'm going to tell him how I feel about him, right? Respectfully, truthfully. I'm a blooming truth to him. I'm going to bloom a truth to you, king, because you deserve that. You deserve truths spewed to you every hour, every day, every minute, right? As much as you need truth, I need it too, right? Whew. Can't wait to physically tell him these truths that I have for him, right? I can't wait to speak life into my king and tell him how I feel about him in person, right? We could do all this talking and shit through text, right? But let's talk, let's sit down and really spew these truths. Let's really talk about it. Let's be open, right? Let's open our heart and open our mind, because we're closed off, right? We're closed off for whatever reason and timing. I'm gonna not even say whatever reason, because everything happens for a reason, right? We're closed off because we're not connected, right? We're not connected. Let me move these pieces so that we can get connected, right? Let me tell you something about my king. God showed me the most beautiful man ever, and I only have eyes for him. And I'm not afraid to say that, right? Because I speak truth and I speak life, and it would be not of me to speak that into my king, right? And tell him how I feel about him. It was just 1 hour, 41 minutes, and 11 seconds on the clock, right? 111. It would not be of me if I didn't speak these truths to you, king. It would not be of me. I can't wait to do it. And even when I have my king, right, I still need to be in this energy and continue blooming truths to him, right? I will never stop blooming truths to my king. I would never stop. I love this job. I love it. I love this job. I love this job that God gave to me. I love this purpose that he gave to me, because this is my purpose. Blooming truths to you is my purpose, whether it's for 5 minutes, whether it's 1 minute, whether it's an hour and 52 minutes and 2 seconds, which is currently on the clock, right? It's my purpose to give you these messages, no matter how long or short. It is my purpose to bloom truths to you. It is my purpose to give you my perspective, right? And like I said, there is no haterade over here. If you feel the need to go ahead and start your own Blooming Truth podcast, go ahead and do it. Please do so, right? I'm not stopping you. Let's go. Let's do it. I'm ready for you to start blooming your own truths, right? But you have to stop lying to yourself. Stop telling you that you can't do these things, right? I'm here to motivate you. I'm here to motivate you and tell you that you can do these things that you want to do. Don't look at me as somebody who is up here and doing more and doing this because I have a whole lot of money and stuff. No, I don't. Like, I am a regular person just like you. I'm a special, intelligent being just like you, right? We're all special. We are all intelligent. We are all divinely created by God. So don't sit here and tell me that you can't do this. You can bloom your own truths, right? This is something that I never thought I would be doing, but God said, this is for you, daughter. This is your purpose. Keep walking in this, right? When I keep walking in my purpose, I walk in my truth, right? When I show myself that I can walk this path that God has for me, I show others that they can walk the path that God has for them, right? That's my true TED Talk for today. That's my true TED Talk for today. Like I said, I'm here to motivate you. I'm a motivational healer. I can tell you everything that I've been through. I can tell you everything. I can give you all the tools excuse me, I can give you all the information about what I've been through, but it's going to be about what you do with those tools that I give you, right? You've been through all these experiences, right? Now God is showing you another experience. He's showing you something else on your board that was never there. God is showing me something on my board that was never here before. He's showing me something on my board. He's showing me a king that was never on my board before. He's showing me a king that was never on my board before. Yeah, I'm going to put this king right here so you can see him, so you can focus on him, right? I need you to, one, focus on yourself, but I need you to, two, focus on this king too, because this is a goal. It was just 1:44:44 on the clock, right? This king is a goal for me, right? He's my purpose. He's part of my purpose, right? Let me not even say that he's a goal. He's a dream. He is part of my dreams. Y'all don't hear me. I have to go. Let me go. Let me go, because like I said, I can keep going. I can keep going with these truths. I gotta let this one rock right now, right? Let me let this one rock, and let y'all tell me how y'all feel about this one. Because this one is really long. This is the longest truth that I've spewed. But I had a lot on my mind today. I had a lot that God told me that I needed to tell the people today. So I needed to make sure that I got this truth out, right? Like I said, I don't be having space on my phone, but I made a way for this 1 hour, 45 minute, and 44 second, now 45 second truth, right? I'm making space. I'm making room for my purpose, right? I'm making room for my blessings to come to me. I'm making room for my truths, right? I gotta make room for these truths. I have to make room. I had to remove things that weren't serving me so God could show me my truths, right? I'm not going to keep getting into this. I'm not going to keep doing this because, again, I could keep going. And if you made it this far, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you. The reason why I'm blooming these truths and giving you guys these long messages, it's because God told me to do this, right? He told me that you need to bloom these truths. Keep telling me, Shorty, make sure you keep up on your truths, right? Make sure you bloom these messages because they're not only for you, they're for everybody, right? They're for my future king. They're for my future daughter, right? This is a perspective of where you are in your life, right? And how this truth is going to resonate with you on where you are in your journey. This is a long one. This is a long one, but again, I appreciate you. You are worthy. You are worthy of love. You are worthy of that king that God has for you. But be patient, right? That was another truth. That was my truth from the other day. Be patient in what God has for you, right? Be patient in what you're asking for. Be patient with those pieces that he's moving on the board, right? Be patient with the pieces that you need to move on your board. You need to move the pieces, right? But be patient while those pieces are being worked out. Be patient in this journey while you're waiting for your king. Be patient in this journey while you're waiting for your queen, right? Be patient. The biggest thing you need to have is patience. Seek God from within. It's just 1:47 on the clock, guys. I'm going to go and I'm going to literally leave it here. I love you so much. I appreciate you so much. Again, drop your comments, emojis if you resonate with this truth. If you made it this far, thank you so much. I appreciate you. It helps me so much. It goes a long way. And again, comments are loved. They're appreciated. So you can tell me how I'm doing and how you're resonating with this truth. I want to know if this truth helped you today, right? Even if you didn't make it through the whole 1 hour, 48 minutes, and 25 seconds of me blooming this, right? Maybe you stopped the truth and you went back to it, right? That's another thing that I can get into. Maybe God showed you this for a reason, right? I don't have time to look at all of this right now. So let me pause it here. She's saying something, right? She's talking about something. Let me pause it here and I'll get back to this, right? Let me go. I love you. I appreciate you. You are worthy. You are worthy. I couldn't even get it out. You're worthy, right? You are worthy. I love you. I love you. I love you 3 times over for staying here as long as you did. If you made it this far, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. I appreciate you. I love you. I got this, you got this, we got this, all right? We got this. Look to God. He is within you. He is within us all, right? I got this, you got this, we got this. And that's what I say. That's the last thing I'm going to say. That's the thing that I say when I'm trying to connect with God, right? I got this. You got this, God, right? Together we have this. We have this together. That's why I say that. I got this, you got this, we got this. And you as followers, you as my blooming butterflies, you as your own blooming butterfly, right? You got this. I got this. If I got this, if I'm doing it, right? If I'm doing it, then so can you. You have this. And together, if we connect, right, we got this, right? We have to build each other up and lift each other up. This world is full of so much hate. But we have to be the ones that choose to elevate and motivate and change and be the change, right? It is in us. It's within us. God is within us. Use the God that is within you, right? Use your higher self. God is your higher self. I love you. I have to go. I'm so sorry that it's so long, but you know what? I'm not sorry because, again, these truths need to be bloomed. And like I told God, if it needs to be an hour and 50-minute truth, it'll be that, right? If it needs to be a 2-hour truth, then it needs to be that, right? It just needs to be that, right? Just like I needed to find myself. I needed to find Blooming Butterfly. I needed to do it, right? So sometimes we need these long messages, these long, extensive messages, right? But I'm doing it out of the kindness of my heart, out of the love that is in my heart, right? Because it's full of love from God. These truths are from God. I love blooming truths. I love giving these truths to the people, right? Even if I feel like they're not listening to me. It is in me to do this. I was chosen to bloom truths. This is my show. This is my cast, right? I'm the cast, right? This is my world and this is my show, right? I was chosen for this. And someone else is doing the same thing, right? You are that someone else that can do the same thing. You just need to build yourself up to do it, right? I love you. I got this, you got this, we got this. Peace, love, and blessings to you. Stay blooming, stay blooming, stay blooming. I got this, you got this, we got this. I love you. I love you. 1:51, 51 on the clock. Stay blooming, guys. You got this.